I opened my laptop. The screen flickered to life, casting a cold blue glow across my face in the dim hotel room. My heart stopped. There, on the live feed from the Bachelorette party's group chat, was my fiancée, Elise, her lips locked with the strangers under the pulsing neon of a Vegas nightclub. The laptop trembled in my hands, the plastic creaking under my grip. Her laughter, usually so warm, now felt like a blade twisting in my chest. The timestamp blinked, 2:17 a.m. Just 10 minutes ago. We'd set up the video call as a playful check-in, a way to share her wild night from a distance. "Don't worry, Ben," she teased over breakfast, her hazel eyes sparkling. "It's just dancing and drinks with the girls." I'd believed her. I always did. But now, the grainy footage showed her hands tangled in some guy's hair, her body swaying too close, too intimate. The room spun, the air thick with the stale scent of coffee and my own rising panic. Was this real? Could it be a mistake? I rewound the feed, my thumb shaking on the trackpad. The signs had been there, hadn't they? Her late nights at work, the way her phone buzzed at odd hours, her quick smiles that never reached her eyes anymore. I'd brushed it off as wedding stress, rationalized her distance as nerves. We were building a life together, 6 years of shared dreams, late-night talks, and promises etched into every corner of our tiny apartment. But now, each memory felt like a lie, crumbling under the weight of that one damning image. I slammed the laptop shut, my breath ragged. The hotel room silence screamed back at me, the hum of the air conditioner mocking my unraveling thoughts. Part of me wanted to call her, to demand answers, to hear her laugh it off as a drunken mistake. Another part, a darker, quieter part, whispered to wait, to watch, to let the truth unravel itself. I opened the laptop again, the screen burning my eyes. The feed was still live. Elise was gone from the frame now, but the stranger lingered, smirking at someone off-screen, his hand resting on a glass of amber liquid. Who was he? Did she know him? My mind raced, stitching together possibilities, a random fling, a planned betrayal, or something worse, something I couldn't yet name. I grabbed my phone, my thumb hovering over her contact. What would I even say? "Hey, love, so you kissing some guy. Care to explain?" The words felt absurd, inadequate. Instead, I texted her best friend, Tara, who was at the party. "Everything okay there?" I typed, my fingers stiff. Minutes dragged by, each second a hammer against my skull. Finally, Tara replied, "All good. Elise is having a blast. Miss you." The words were cheerful, but they landed like a punch. Was Tara covering for her? Or was she clueless? Too? The live feed flickered again. Elise reappeared, her face flushed, her dress slightly askew. She laughed, tossing her hair back, but there was something brittle in her expression, a crack in her usual confidence. I leaned closer, my breath catching. Was that guilt in her eyes? Or was I projecting, desperate to find meaning in the chaos? The stranger leaned in, whispering something in her ear. She froze, then nodded, her lips parting in a way that made my stomach lurch. They slipped out of the frame together, vanishing into the crowd. I couldn't sit still. Pacing the room, I knocked over a half-empty water bottle, the liquid pooling on the carpet like my spilling thoughts. Every moment we'd shared flashed through my mind. Her hand in mine at the pew, her whispered vows during our engagement shoot, the way she cried when I proposed under a sky full of stars. Had it all been a performance? Or was this moment the anomaly, a mistake she'd regret by morning? I wanted to believe the latter, but the image of her lips on his bone behind my eyes, undeniable. My phone buzzed again. A new message from Elise. "Miss you, babe. Can't wait to see you tomorrow." The words felt like a taunt, each letter dripping with a cruel irony. I stared at the screen, my heart a war zone of love and rage. Did she think I wouldn't find out? Or was she playing a game, testing how far she could push before I broke? I typed a reply, then deleted it. No, I needed to see her face, to hear her voice crack when she tried to explain. The night stretched on, endless. I kept the feed open, watching the party dwindle, searching for her in every frame. She didn't reappear. By 4 a.m., exhaustion clawed at me, but sleep was impossible. My mind churned with questions. How long had this been going on? Was this the first time, or just the first time I'd caught her? And worst of all, did I still love her enough to forgive her? Morning came, gray and heavy. My phone rang, Elise's name flashing. I let it go to voicemail, my heart pounding. When I played it, her voice was bright, too bright. "Hey, Ben, just woke up. Rough night, but I'm heading to the airport soon. Love you." The words were a knife, twisting deeper. She sounded so normal, so untouched by what she'd done. I stood frozen, the phone trembling in my hand. Then, a knock at the door. My pulse spiked. I wasn't expecting anyone. I crossed the room, each step heavier than the last, and opened it. Elise stood there, her suitcase at her feet, her smile faltering as she saw my face. "Ben," she said, her voice small. "What's wrong?" I stared into her eyes, searching for the woman I thought I knew. The laptop sat open behind me, the frozen image of a betrayal glowing like an accusation. "We need to talk," I said, my voice barely a whisper, but it carried the weight of everything we were about to lose.